Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Kings. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough.
And checking out Sacramento, they're already looking to the offseason, and that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
And the body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing takes a huge toll on you, especially during an 82-game grind.
Now Sacramento starting five. They've got Turner all out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Tate in at the 4 spot. And for Toronto, we've got De'Aaron Fox. He's out there with OG Anunoby. Julius Randle is out there with Williams. And it's Gafford in at the 4. Randle against DeRozan. There's Beal with the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Anunoby passes to Fox. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kev, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency.
Yeah,
the teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
Because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
Got to do it.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Gafford. There's the pass to Randle. Here's Gafford. Lock at 6. Fox with it, and he banks in the layup. Fox has got his second bucket tonight.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Beal against Anunoby. Left side, ball from outside the arc. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
And here is Fox. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Anunoby. Ball's knocked loose. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Kings moving the ball around. Outside DeRozan. Beal taking his time here.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
To the inside. Shots good by Gafford.
Well, Randle, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found him.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Kings. It's a 3-point game. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battles.
And here is Williams. After the three-pointer from Bradley Beal, Anunoby passes to Fox. Shot clock at 5. That one falls. Fox has got 6 points.
That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
Outside, Ball. Inside. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. With the lead.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
And Turner at the basket on the assist from Beal.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Randall outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on DeRozan. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
That free throw good from Randall.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Both free throws good from Randall. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
DeRozan, rebounded by Gafford.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Anunoby passes to Fox. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. He said, baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
And the first one drops.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Now, here's DeRozan. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New York. Shoots from the elbow. The shot misses, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
There's Beal with the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
The Kings trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Again, the miss by the Kings.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Pass to Anunoby. Now Williams. No points in the game yet for him. Just 5 on the clock. Randall outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
Now here's Ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Poked away. It's stolen by Randall. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And it's sent back by Turner. The Kings trail by 9. Now here's Beal. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his first foul. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Toronto. Luke Kennard comes in for OG Anunoby. And the Kings also making a change. Beasley's checked in. DeRozan passes to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Randall against Ball, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Tony Bradley's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Jackson comes in for Randall, and Devontae Graham subbed in for Fox. Kennard for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Kennard. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up and he's really delivered.
And it's Tony Bradley with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Alexander Walker, another key contributor to that nice win against New York. Down low, can they get it? And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Bounce pass from Hernan Gomez. Here's Jackson. Yes, that goes in. And the Raptors lead by 12.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Alexander Walker. And a wide open look for Porter. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Raptors in second.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Here's Alexander Walker. Graham defending.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Here is Porter. Hield outside.
You know, the offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
Kennard with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
The first free throw is good. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Now here's Porter. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer, Hield. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
Here's Graham. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
And here's Toronto. They're on an 18-7 run. Bradley finds Graham. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's defended by Wagner.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Baisley passes to Wagner. He dishes it to Porter. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Raptors leading by 11. Graham dishes to Jackson. There's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Raptors. Passes to Jackson. Takes the 3. They get the rebound. Another shot. And Gomez with the lay-in.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Porter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that's going to be a travel. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Graham, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
The Raptors have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And he knocks down the first one.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wagner kicks to Porter to stop the run, and finished off by Porter.
And when Porter is committed to finishing, there's no stopping him, looking absolutely determined on that drive.
And here is Graham. It's a 2 from Kennard, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Toronto in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Raptors leading by 16. We've got Bradley. Kennard is out there with Devontae Graham. Then there's Gomez, and it's Jackson in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now here's Graham. Shot clock at 6. Back to Kennard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Kings trail by 18. Tipped away. Porter passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Porter. Fires the three. Toronto leading by 18. Now Graham. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Hernan Gomez has got his second basket.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Alexander Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Hield outside. Drops in the tray.
Well, Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease.
Now here's Graham. Outside Jackson. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Jackson's got 7.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. Timeout called by the Kings.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. OG Anunoby comes in for Bradley. Randall's checked in for Josh Jackson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Devontae Graham. Tate off target with his 3. Raptors leading by 22. Anunoby passes to Fox. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it goes down 2 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
Now here's Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kennard against Beal. The pass to DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
And talk about a strong finisher. DeRozan will challenge anyone when he's looking to score.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's sent back by Turner. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. The Raptors making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. from the inbound, and Williams with the nice bucket inside. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to DeRozan. Over Randall. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Anunoby. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Williams finds Fox. Williams in the post. Turner covering. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
And you look at Anunoby, some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into. And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Outside DeRozan. Back to ball. Toronto grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
Now, here's Ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Beal from long range. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 3.
And that one falls for Beal.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. And with the bubble in last year's postseason, Brent, we got to see just how much home court advantage meant. Anything jump out to you about that?
You know, as great an idea and the execution was, Kevin, of the virtual fans being there, not being there physically, to hear the noise of the crowd and to get that atmosphere going, to have to travel to foreign territory where you're the enemy. Just home court went away completely last year, and we saw that. It was indicative in the records last year. They had a losing one.
DeRozan's shot is off. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Toronto. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Ball. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Outside Turner. And stolen by Williams. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Beal against Anunoby. to halt the run, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Beal's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's Gafford. Here's Williams. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Beal. He's got 8. To the middle. Here's Turner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And it's crucial that Turner remains assertive like this because it's how he's going to get these calls.
The Kings have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And that one falls for Turner.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Passes it to Williams. Kicks it to Randall. The pass to Anunoby. Now the dish to Fox. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Fox passes to Gafford. 6 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Randall.
Well, he can guard multiple positions, and Lonzo Ball's versatility helping out on that possession.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Toronto's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Raptors. Josh Jackson comes in for Julius Randle. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Robert Williams. And a change for Sacramento. Baisley's checked in. Lobbed up there for Fox. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, how about the ups right there from De'Aaron Fox, slamming that oop down.
For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. DeRozan with it. 6 points for him. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Toronto's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Turner against Fox and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Kings have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Ball feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. Beal from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. And the Raptors shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Graham. Pass to Anunoby. Now Fox. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
And here's the stat sheet on DeMar DeRozan. Last season, he played outstanding. 17th in field goal percentage and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And a guy who rarely takes a bad shot. I love the way he plays, completely unselfish with the basketball. I think he'd rather pass it off than take a bad shot. Now, here's Ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Good work defensively by Fox. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Baisley. He kicks the ball. Red ball movement here by the Kings. And that one's good. Beal.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And here is Graham after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one at the line is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And the Raptors with some changes. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Daniel Gafford. Tony Bradley comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Luke Kennard in for De'Aaron Fox. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:35 left to play here in the second quarter. Knocked loose. And so the ball's out of bounds. Graham touched it last. And now let's have a look at the NBA's top snipers. Shooting guards with the highest percentage from three-point territory over the last month. Number 1, Josh Jackson. Bradley Beal is second.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
Well, they're not players who run hot and cold. It's just hot when they're behind the arc. And if any of them do suffer from a cold stretch, it never lasts long. Shoot yourself in, then shoot yourself out. Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Hernan Gomez passes to Graham. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Graham's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Porter. And the rejection by Jackson. And here's Kennard. He has 7. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. 5 on the clock. Bradley finds Graham. No good on that one. Sacramento's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. One is off. Good on the second free throw. 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Now Graham, he's got 6. Puts up a 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
And so it's Toronto holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He had 14 points and quite possibly the fastest player in the league. De'Aaron Fox is a budding star. Does the Diesel enjoy watching his high-octane style of play? Diesel?
He's not just fast, Ernie. He's a little control. That's too impressive.
Oh, I saw what you did there.
He's not just fast, Ernie.
He's under control. That's too impressive.
Yeah, he's a great playmaker, though. He doesn't get tunnel vision. He's got it. And then that takes him into one of the top 10 point guards in the game.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's five. They've got Bradley Beal. He's out there with Ball. Turner is out there with DeRozan. And it's Tate in at the 4 slot. Now, here's Fox from the stripe. Here's Williams, and it's sent back by Turner. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And the Raptors with the ball. Gafford passes to Williams. Toronto working the ball around now. Clock at 4. Passes it to Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. Second shot opportunity. And there's the bucket as Williams finishes it off. Williams has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Raptors. And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Outside, Ball. Out to Turner. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
Here's Gafford. And the pass to Randall. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Now here's Beal. He's got 14. The steal. Randall against DeRozan. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Anunoby. Here's Gafford. And it's sent back by Turner. And he gets it back. Gafford passes to Fox. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him. Randall surveying the D. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Randall's got 16.
Now Randall right now going to town on the defense and taking over this game.
DeRozan against Randall. The high post shot. Basket good. 8 points for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Beal against Fox. And the layup is good.
Continuing to expand his offensive game. Fox off to a good start.
Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the paint. Here's Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Fox dishes to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Some agility shown there by Julius Randle with that frame, able to find a way to score.
Fox against Ball. Pass to Beal. It's stolen by Randall. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Pass to Anunoby. Shoots it. Raptors get it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
And Fox gets it to go.
That's a nice floater. I mean, a la Mike Conley. If De'Aaron Fox can establish that float game, tough to stop.
Now, here's Ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell. And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Now Fox. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Fox from down in the low post. It goes. Fox has got 20. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim. Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Williams. Tony Bradley comes in for Daniel Gafford. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And Devontae Graham subbed in for OG Anunoby. Now here's Beal. 14 points for him. Now here's DeRozan. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. And it's Fox with the ball for the Raptors. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
De'Aaron Fox not backing away that time from the contact, drawing the defense into him.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
Free throw good, Fox.
So much talk about who's the fastest player in the league, and Fox always being mentioned there. His speed and stepping into this leadership role, lots of great signs from De'Aaron Fox.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Kings. Fox hits them both. And it's the Kings with the ball. Here's Alexander Walker. Outside, Beal. A three-pointer is right on target. Beal's got 17.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning.
Here's the teardrop, and Fox gets it to go.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And Beal kicks to Hield. Toronto grabs the miss. And Gomez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there. Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Now, here's Fox. 24 points for him. Toronto working the ball around now. Graham, the pass to Fox. Doesn't go for him. Kings have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First trip to the line for him here. First free throw is good. Josh Jackson's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. Then for the Kings, Baisley's checked in. And Porter subbed in for Bradley Beal. Good on both. Toronto's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Graham from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Graham's got 12 points in the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Graham, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Graham. Now the pass to Hernan Gomez. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Hernan Gomez has got his third bucket of the night. Sacramento's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Porter. On the wing, Heel. Over Kennard. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Raptors shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Inside, Bradley. Up and in on the layup.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Porter, and it's blocked by Bradley. Graham surveying the floor. With the floater, it's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Really left alone that time. Kennard's got 10 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Alexander Walker. Outside, Porter. They need this. And the rejection by Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Just 5 to shoot. Healed with the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Alexander Walker passes to Wagner. Dishes to Porter. 1:57 left to play in the third. Porter can't get that one to fall. Graham with the ball. He's got 12. To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez.
Willie Hernan Gomez does things the right way. This time executing in the screen and roll.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Alexander Walker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Graham will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And that one falls for Graham. And he makes both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Kicks it to Heel. Pass to Porter. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Here's Graham. It's blocked. An even 3-on-3 break. Passes it to Wagner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wagner's got his first 2 points of the night. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Graham. Rebound by the Kings.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The pass to Porter. Here's Baisley, guarded by Bradley. The kick out to Porter. Over Jackson. Porter, no luck.
But whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
And here is Graham with 4 seconds on the clock. No good on the layup. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Bell is out there with Kennard. Then it's Jones. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's Melodon in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And the dunk by Jackson.
I think the scouting report talks a lot about Josh Jackson is going to come at you and play downhill. You don't want him to get those kind of shots off. Nice dunk.
Now, here's Wagner. He dishes it to Heel. It's stolen by Bell. Pass to Kennard. Toronto working the ball around now. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Saric comes in for Mo Wagner, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Buddy Hield. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Sacramento. Outside, Porter. Clock at 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Green, no luck. Raptors shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. They get it again. Bell dishes to Jackson. Jones kicks to Bell. Pass to Maladon. Tries again. Porter pulls it in. Left side, Ball. Pass to Saric. Ball against Jackson. Ball no good. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Saric. And now Sacramento on the break. Ball no good. Now here's Kennard. He's covered closely. Now here's Maladon. Shot clock at 6. Jones, no luck. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Bell. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Jackson's got the ball, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
He's just an aggressive player. I mean, what can I say? He's going to put on more muscle, but he's in attack mode, and he's scoring through contact.
Here's Alexander Walker, and Jones sends it back, and they'll keep possession. Sacramento again missing.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Now here's Jackson. He's tightly guarded. Kennard on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Ball, the pass to Porter. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the Raptors with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. Right side Jackson. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree.
Shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first.
Josh Jackson athletically is one of the more intriguing players in the league. He's got to have a hard hat mentality about coming in every night to use it on the defensive end.
Randall's checked in for Kennard. Both free throws good from Jackson. Here's Ball. Outside, Beal. Saric dishes to Green. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the pass to Maladon. Now McDermott. And now Sacramento on the break. Saric has the open look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Saric playing confident now. There was no hesitation that time.
Maladon passes to Jackson. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Beal gets a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Beal's got 20 points.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Here's Maladon. Jackson passes to Randall. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And how about Randall just collecting and absorbing that hit and still fights to get his shot off.
Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah.
7th pick in the 2014 NBA draft. The interesting thing about Randall is he falls into that category as a tweener, maybe not a 3-man or a 4-man, but over the course of his career, he's decided to improve his outside shooting, become a threat driving to the basket, and now finding a home offensively in the NBA. You wonder how much further he can go if he could expand to the three-point line. Julius Randle's going to be in this league for a long time.
Now here's Maladon. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. And here is Maladon. Outside Jackson. Outside for Randall. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Ball with it. Outside Beal. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Now here's Randall. The dish to Jackson. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Beal. Outside Ball. McDermott, no one around him, and that one off the back of the rim and in. McDermott's got his first points of the game. Beal against Jackson. Randall kicks to Jackson. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Now here's Maladon. He's covered by Ball. Maladon with the bucket.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to Šarić. And Jones sends it back. And he recovers it. The shot by Šarić, no good. The Raptors have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Here's Randall. No good with the triple. And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Here's Ball. And Jones pulls it down.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
To the inside, Jackson scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
I like to see Jackson with these kind of plays, getting into the paint and then getting a little bit more creative with the scoring opportunity.
Ball dishes to Šarić. Back to Ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Theo Maladon picks one up. Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
And the first one at the line is good.
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
Yeah, I feel like it's settling in, and the change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home, maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
Something that was floated as an idea last season, a second bubble in Chicago. Brett, do you think eliminated teams deserve to finish their seasons?
I really don't, Kevin, for the sake of the matter that we're talking about people's health and the risk involved around players, their families, their extended families. If you didn't qualify, if your team wasn't good enough at the point that the season was suspended, I agree with the way the league went about the teams that were invited to compete in Orlando and to let the other teams spend the time, the most important time, with their family being safe, secure, and preparing themselves for what was next.
And he knocks down the first one.
And scouts continue to scour the globe for talent that could produce in the NBA. Šarić, another one of those. Lots of trips to Croatia to bring him over to provide this kind of impact.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Maledon. Last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year.
Wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does. Left side, Ball, down low, and finished off by Beal.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for Toronto. Outside Jackson. That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. Outside Beal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this is what Beal does. He puts pressure on the defenders and makes them compromise when he does.
And that one falls for Beal. Devontae Graham's checked in for Toronto. And both free throws good for Beal. There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. And here is Maladon. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Šarić.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Julius Randle.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And the Raptors with the ball, following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Looking to end his cold spell, and Ball slams it in.
Well, you got to slow him down. If he gets ahead of speed like that and measures those steps, Lonzo's going to throw it down.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Jackson kicks to Graham. 5 to shoot. Good on the bucket.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but the veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where does your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.